Hi everybody, I am SSD Showstopper and today is the 1st of May 2024. It has been raining profusely. However, I know I've been absent and haven't been consistent on my YouTube channel for a good while because there are some things that I have dealing with, and what helps to generate funds or resources for me, I have to pay attention because at the end of the day, there are bills, there are basic commodities, and there's also business that I am pushing. So I have to focus on where generate funds, and so I have to pay more attention to that which is most important for now. And so that's the reason for my absence and also other personal issues. However, I just want to say this. I've seen the videos, I've seen guys what's taking place on social media, and you know me, I will pick part of it and dissect it, and I will put my 2 cents to it coming from a different perspective, incorporated with the channel SS Devil Advocate. And so when I add all of those together, I come with a different understanding, a different perspective of what is really out there. Now, I've been seeing the whole squabble, the whole breakdown, the whole melee that's taking place between two among many, with RT Boss, Blinga, someone by the name of TikTok Lawyer, all these type of people who are included in the whole squabble. And I'm just saying, looking into the situation, there is obviously a fallout between RT Boss, who is a Obi-Man. I've done a video on RT Boss already where when he was going in on Spice. And, I was speaking out against it and saying that, at the end of the day, you have to find a way to move on. You have to find a way to move on from whatever beef you and her have, because she's not going to answer you. You understand? If she have answered so many persons or had in the past, you are the person that she's not going to answer, and that's just how it is. You have to just find a way to move on. And he went on, disgracing her from one life to another and saying all these kind of things about her, basically revealing all the personal and intimate details between you, because they were close friends at the end of the day. And so he decided that he's going to unleash all this information about Spice to the public. And from then on, I said, if he did that to a former friend, imagine what he will do to anyone else, because he considered Gracie, who is Spice, someone who is so close to, he took under his wing to assist, and he was therefore, according to him, he helped to push her career to where it's at right now. And because she didn't bring him, I guess she had done so many things except putting him on love and hip hop. And because of such, he decided that he's going to air out all different text messages, all different phone conversations, and all these kind of things. I used to be on Blinga Live, and I remember corresponding with RT Boss at the time. And he spoke to me very respectfully at the time, because, he didn't know who I was. And I'm coming from an angle of the great respect. Respect. I'm going to get back to that word. And so, we had a very cordial conversation, because we're speaking on so many things that's out there in society and stuff like that. Now, when I look at the great fallout, I did more than one video when he fell out with cheese, and the things that he was saying, and how the cookie crumble and all of these kind of things, where it just went south. And, I didn't like the fact that he brought up her child in it, and the fine details. She didn't bring that to the public. At the end of the day, it matters not, to an extent, what falling out you and someone have. You are doing a job in which someone confides, or the public confide in you. And if the public confide in you as, say, a reader man, as, say, someone who they can communicate with, someone who they can confide in their personal issues, why is it that when you have a falling out with these people, you decide to air out, I can't say the word, it's a twister, air out their intimate details or private information in which they confide in you about? this is what I can understand with the situation with Pretty Don, because she was bringing private business to the public. So you in return did the same thing to her. So in that regard, or him. So in that regard, I can understand from that angle. But when it came to Shauna Controller, when it came to Cheese and all these kind of things, you and them had a falling out and they were disrespecting you. They didn't go into your bedroom business, into your private life. You decide to go into theirs. And whatever it is that they confide in you about, you decided that you're going to bring it to the public. But we can all say that's what happens when you lie with the devil. You understand? Or you make a deal with the devil. But that's another conversation for another day. At the end of the day, you are in a field that, as they say, to whom much is given, much is what? Expected. So people aren't expecting you to behave in that manner because you are the professional. Your career path, whether it's real, whether it's fake, whether it's scamming, at the end of the day, your career path is based on people confiding in you. That's what it centers around, according to. That's where you generate money from. Now, what do you think is going to happen each time when you have a falling out with someone and you decide to air their private business to the public? What do you think is going to happen to your career eventually? You're going to lose customers. People are not going to come to you anymore. You understand? It matters not how good you are. Everything has an expiration date. And I always say to people that if he did that to Spice, remember, I don't agree with everything that Spice does. But at the end of the day, they were friends. And if he decide that he's going to do that to Spice, of which she had never brought to the public, she had never air out his business, but he decided that he's going to do that to her, imagine what he would do to anybody else. Now, we've seen wherein Blinga has her live and she does this and that. You guys are falling out. And the things that you decided to say about her when you were upset, and when from our angle, it seems petty from our angle, that is, because we are only privy to an information that there's someone who have a notion, you got a notion from that Blinga confide in this woman or trust this woman too much, and she's going to set up a business and Blinga is going to benefit from it. But it looks to me like there's a grudge somewhere. Blinga has been helping a lot of people based on what I'm seeing, and she's always complaining that when she wants help on her own platform, nobody is assisting her. Yet when they come on her platform and they want help, the public, the same people who are on her live, are willing to help, chump up money to help these persons, but via her platform. However, when she asks for help, nobody is willing to help her. It was on her birthday that Ivani was locked up, and she chose to use her birthday to raise funds to pay Ivani lawyer. No, I might not agree with anything or most things that Blinga does and the way that she do it, but one can easily say that there's some sort of kindness and heart of gold that this woman have. I have seen her over the years, and I said it before that one of the reasons I was drawn to Blinga was the fact that she was assisting people, because my intention is to what? Start a foundation in the future, and I was trying to associate myself with people who have a hands of kindness and how they go about their things, so I can learn from them. That was one of the reasons I didn't go over there to hear the mix up, to hear the squabble. And when it got worse, that's the time I took away myself. I decided that this is not the avenue or the platform that I want to be associated with, and so I just avoid it in its totality. But at the end of the day, I was looking to her because she was very kind. She was very helpful to a lot of persons out there, and I admired that about her. So that's what I can safely say about her, which is good. Otherwise, from the bad and the mix up and all of these things. Now, when I look and I saw RT Boss come on board and he decided that he's going to be around her, he assisted her somewhat, whatever the case may be, she decided to use her birthday to raise funds for Ivani. She said from way back that she wanted some lion, some amount, couple dozen lion dozens of Lionwell she wanted for her birthday, and she was setting herself and was letting people know in advance that's what she wanted, because she wants to do her surgery, she wants to go and do her body, she wants to have that, curvy look. That's what she wants to do. So she was raising money for it, or she was encouraging people, or putting it out there, giving them notice that she has an intention to do surgery, and she wants to raise fund, and she's going to use her birthday to raise the funds. No, she used instead her birthday to raise funds for Ivani. That to me is some sort of kindness. She didn't have to do it. She looked into it and said that people are raising funds for Ivani on her platform. But at the end of the day, when she asked for help to raise funds to do what she has to do, nobody's assisting her. And she didn't like it. She said that she wants RT Boss to help her with the fundraiser so she can get her money to do her surgery. He's back shuffling, back pedaling, doing this. And it seemed to me that when TikTok lawyer, whoever this individual is, came up with this business idea, she liked it and she's going to run with it. She's born in the month of April, and I'm not the zodiac individual. I don't believe or support zodiac signs or whatever. But I can say this. One thing I know about April people, they personalize their friends. They personalize. If you are their friend, they take care of you. If you and them are friends, they take care of you. They take care of you. If they see that you are drifting, if they see that you are no longer as close, or you want to be as close to them, what they do is that they wait for an escape route. So as soon as something comes that appear like an opportunity, they are going to move away from you, and they are going to move very fast. This is what Blinger did. This is what Blinga did. Blinga met TikTok lawyer who sold her an idea, whether it's fake, whether it's a scam, whether it's real. She was sold an idea of a business venture that she could very well benefit from. And she liked the idea, being as she's saying that RT Boss is not assisting her how she wants to be assisted, and he's assisting other people. She decided that she's going to move off with TikTok lawyer from it. RT doesn't like TikTok lawyer because it brings some sort of autonomy, I guess, to Miss Blinger. And because of such, they had their squabble over in privacy. He decided to bring it forward, and it's one disgrace after the other. Now, persons, including myself, have come out and say the things that RT Boss have said are very destructive. That someone who has absolutely no interest in mending fences, because he went too deep, he went too dark, he went too far. The things that he's saying of something that petty. Imagine if it was something more serious. What would he have said? Or perhaps done? And he have went under her skirt. He have disgraced her in the most way. He have said all these kind of things, and it sounds very dark. They are uncalled for, very disrespectful. And, it's very distasteful to know that it's a man. Not only that, someone who you were friends with are saying these kind of things about her. But I look into it, and I'm saying that all these women who are saying that he's wrong and he's this and he's that, which I agree, he is in fact wrong. You men have said the way worse. You men have said way worse about each other on a daily basis on TikTok and other social media platforms. You women have said way worse about each other. You know who else I've seen spoke about this so often? Keith Shibada Ramsey, the same person who is on the internet and is trolling so many people and saying this and saying that. One thing he's always said is that the things that you women say about each other and do to each other is way worse than the disrespectful things that he have said about women. What RT Boss have said about Blinger, it cuts to the core. Based on the fact that they were friends, and he's also a man. He's also from a professional field. So, of course, people are going to confide in you. People are going to look to you. People are going to support you. People are going to tell you intimate details of their life. They're not expecting you to come forward and bring it on a public platform, especially on social media, for the entire world to know about this when they confide in you in private. It's showing that you are unprofessional, you're uncouth, you are not tactful, you're not respectful. You hold things over people so you can use it against them later. There are so many people who have confided in me. People who I don't know, they are complete stranger. A lot of them are famous. A lot of them are famous. A lot of them are in professional field. This little female here you see sitting on this couch, talking to you, relaxed as ever. So many people. And I've had many wild dreams. And not in any of those wild dreams I have ever thought about bringing things that people have confided in me about to the public, unless they grant me that permission. Because there's certain level of decorum, certain level of respect, self-respect. See, I get back to the word respect. That's the reason I always profess respect on my platform. That's the reason I always talk about respect. Even the promotion of my businesses, that I said that I'm available for bureau work for persons living in the diaspora that have this to deal with, that to deal with. And you know you want to confide in someone else. You don't want necessarily a family member out there to be in your business. You want to do it privately and stuff like that. I'm available for such work. Also, I'm available for someone who is going through a lot in their life and they want someone to talk to. I've put it out there that I'm available. Neither that or falling out with anybody that is well known I have ever decided that I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to upload, I'm going to speak, I'm going to disrespect these individuals. And I have had many wild dreams. That's the importance of self-respect. And it's high times that people know that you judge people based on how they treat each other. You judge people based on the things that they have to say about each other. The things that they say about people. They will say the same thing about you. No, people can say this is blinga karma for what the things that she said about Shauna Controller, for the things that she said about Rochelle, for the things that she said about Jaden Italian. People are saying that it's karma because you have said, blinga, a lot of disgraceful things about these people. No, I know that you had no loyalty with them. You had nothing going on with them. There wasn't any form of friendship or alliance that you had with these people. So one can say, okay, fine, they'll give you that. But at the end of the day, a lot of things did not need to go way out in the deep end the way how you took it, blinga. So that's why people are saying that it's probably your karma. But looking at this, we are looking at the angle of the fact that RT is a man and he's also a great friend or a close friend or a confidant. And if this is how you treat someone who is a confidant, I've had falling out with people. I've had falling out with so many people, with people over the years that I haven't spoken to in 10, 15, 20 years. And to this day, people will see me and ask me about them. And when they ask me about them, I say that they're okay. The last time I heard from them, they're okay. That is called self-respect. That is called self-respect. You want people to treat you with respect. You start by respecting yourself and then you respect others. How can you be a reader man, a obia man, a this, a spiritualist, a this and that? With your work, your entire work centers around people confiding in you. And at the end of the day, this is how you treat someone when you have a falling out with them. The woman is saying that she's not going into any squabble with anyone on your behalf. You are saying that you have done it for her several times when she said something to you. But I am waiting to hear you say that she had asked you to block them. She had asked you to get rid of them. You didn't say that. So it therefore means that you took it up on your head to blast these people, disgrace them, and whatever the case may be. But let's just say all things are equal and Miss Blinga is in fact a hypocrite, where she believes that she's not going out on the deep end to disrespect this woman on your behalf because she hasn't done her anything. What makes you think it's okay to move from that end to, you see, money brings out a lot of things in people. Money shows you who you really are. Money shows people who you really are, because you keep flashing out this coil and this money and all these things that you have and all this tight wad of money that you have and saying that you are rich, you're this, you're that. Rich people don't move like that, especially people who understand the value of money. They don't move like that. They don't move like that because they're not going to make themselves a target. But there's something called dark power, and you are the perfect example of it. something called dark power, dark success. And when you have dark power and dark success, that's how you're going to move. Everything you're just going to flash and rub in people's face to belittle and demean people at the least opportunity that you get. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do, RT. That's what you are about. And every day I say it, I'm alone, I don't have any friends. I said it all the time. I don't have any friends, but I'm not lonely. I don't have any friends because I don't need it. I don't need it. Because how you people judge friendship, laugh and kiki, we go out to the nail salon, we hang out, we go for a drink, that's not a friend. A friend is when you are in deep waters. That's a friend. Whoever show up, then you'll know. They're not going to make an excuse. They're going to leave whatever it is that they are doing to be there for you. That is a friend. But no, you learn. And people learn the hard way. I remember having a conversation with a guy some time ago. And I said it to him that I don't have any friends. And he said, that's sad. That's a bad thing. And I said it to him that you don't have any friends either. You just don't know it yet. When the situation arrives where you really need a friend, that's when you're going to know whether or not you have a friend. And that's a situation that you don't want to be in. That's a situation you don't want to be in. If this is how you treat friends, no respect. Friends, you need to respect boundaries, limitation. You are never that close. You are never that close with your sister. You are never that close with your mother. You're not equal with your mother. You're not one with your mother. You're not that close with your sister. You're not that close with your brother. You have to respect limitations and boundaries. Respect limitation and boundaries. Be of good faith. Be of utmost good faith to each other. Meaning that be truthful. Be honest with each other. Be respectful. I am going that far with you. I'm not going that far because that's not me. If you're going to the extended length, that is you. And I can respect that. But it's simply not me. I have my limitations as to how far I will go. Blinga have said it that she isn't going there because the woman haven't done anything to her. So she isn't going there. She did not block or try to get rid of Cheese. She said that she didn't like the fact that she's getting so much complaint that Cheese is blocking people. And I've seen it. Wherein she was blocking people constantly and telling them about them mother underneath their skirt and all these kind of things easily because they say something that she didn't like. Blinga was uncomfortable with it. She didn't tell you to go and disgrace. You and Cheese had an argument because you went on her live RT. And she didn't add you back in the box when people were saying. And you admitted, you said you were waiting for your get back moment. And that's what you did. You blocked her. You got rid of her over Blinga when she went over there. So that had nothing to do with Blinga. But Blinga, you love mix up. So when it comes at your door, you just have to take it as how it come. You guys thrive on mix up. You guys thrive on this type of foolery. And it does nothing. You're learning the hard way. Where so much women are gathered, there's always a problem. It matters not how well we speak. It matters not how much we cross our T's, we dot our I's, we dress fine, we wear formal clothes all the time, hair and nails well done, we're groomed, or we are, vulgar and raunchy. It matters not. Where there are too many women gathered for a very long time, and it has nothing to do with productivity, you are going to have problems. It will never have a good ending. Anywhere lots of women are gathered, and it's not out of productivity, you will never have a good ending. It's just not going to work out. It's just not going to work out. And so many persons are there egging on RT because he's saying that he's not stopping and he's this. And if he feel like rubbing, what kind of friend is that? It means that you were never a friend. You are there for ulterior motives. You were never a friend. The things that you have said, that's not what a friend says to each other when there's a falling out. People say cuss don't bring good words. But at the end of the day, you don't have to cuss. If there's a falling out, we just part ways and we leave it at that. What needs to be discussed, we discuss it if we can. If we're hot-headed and our temperament is high and there's much going on where we can absorb information and think critically, then we just avoid each other until we're ready to get back to our get back. That's how it goes. I can't say I'm disappointed because this is the typical behavior of you people. So I can't say that I'm disappointed. I can't say I'm shocked. I'm seemingly surprised. Seemingly surprised, but I cannot say that I am shocked. That's what I can't say. I can't say I'm shocked because we have seen you guys do it to other people. We have seen you guys do it to other people, and one can use the excuse, fine, to say that you don't have any loyalty to this individual. You were never friends with these individuals or even great associates. So it makes it okay. No, it doesn't. If you respect yourself, you are not going to do and say what you did to other people. You are simply not going to do it. If you're holding a court case about something or about a matter, there's a right way and there's a wrong way to go about doing it. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. Let's say you're trying to generate an audience for doing something that comes under entertainment then, and it's a court case at someone else's expense. You consult the individual who is the subject at hand and ask them, how do you want me to go about this? How do you want me to say this? There's a part when you can come in and speak on your behalf, your own self, and say what you have to say. Do you want me to speak in your favor? Do you want me you have to have a back end. You have to. And I suggested it the last time when I was on Blinger many months ago, and they say no, because it's not going to seem generic. I'm sorry, it's not going to seem real, genuine. But I said at the end of the day, you have to do it in favor so this thing can keep going. But nobody listen. Everybody's for a quick hype. And go suck your man, under your man, under your skirt, under. This is what you women do. Each time when you're upset, you go into the vaginal cavity of another woman. Why is it that whenever you women are upset, you go into the vaginal cavity of another woman? And then you're saying that you're black and you have the tightest vagina, the greatest, but at the end of the day, as soon as you're upset, you're quick to go to the vaginal cavity of each other. And then you're saying about RT and what RT said about a woman issue, he was wrong. You guys are known for doing these things. You guys have done these things over and over again. You don't move on. You don't have respectful things or move on. You're hunting for last word. You're hunting to be right. You want to know who can be dirtiest, who can say the nastiest, who can tear down each other the most. This is what you guys do. This is what you guys do at all time. And now you see what it looks like when he doing it is not because he's a guy, you know. It's that you guys are seeing a reflection of yourself in him and you don't like it. You have seen a reflection of yourself in him because what he said to Blinga is what you guys say to each other all the time. All the time. Oh my God. You guys say to each other all the time. So RT didn't say anything different. You guys just don't like the fact that it's coming from a man. It doesn't sound good, right? It doesn't sound good. A little bit embarrassing, right? Now you see what you look like when you're speaking about each other that way. I'm not going to tell you or say that I guess you will think twice because I know you're not that intelligent enough to think twice about it. Or say, let me stop. Let me take a turn. No, you're not going to do it. It's just a 9-day talk. Tomorrow morning, another falling out. You guys just going to say the same thing. These moth. These moth. Another 9-day talk. You guys are just going to say the same thing over and over again. Do I have a closing argument? I say no. I don't work with closing arguments anymore. I really work with closing argument because I know it's not going to make any much of a difference because that's what you guys are really about. Disrespecting and disgracing each other. You're just going to have to figure it out on your way. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your night and may God bless you. Bye-bye.